Okay, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you all. This is our plan for today, our agenda for today, my plan. So we're going to compare answers for the Carlos and Hennessy's worksheet quickly. We spent most of the last two classes with that. I've returned almost everybody's assignment. There's a 3, I think, that are still ungraded. I can get those to you on the break today. You can see my comments. I did that early this morning, and we can have a little 10 to 15 minute chat about comparing answers to each of the 4 questions. Then we're going to play a game, Vocabulary Typhoon. Some of you remember this game who had me last semester. It's a great way to use the new vocabulary words that we acquire when we read a new article. Then we'll have our 10-minute break. And then what I shifted in doing, we read a true crime story, and I was thinking of going into another a story that's more psychological. But I realized kind of halfway through, I think everyone would probably respond better to a comedy, a romantic comedy, in fact. So I changed my lesson plan. And I'm going to introduce a romantic comedy to everyone. It's called 7th Grade by Gary Soto, and it's one of my favorite stories to teach. And it's used for secondary, middle school to high school literature. And even though some of you might think, "Oh, this is too easy for me," the tools that the writer uses to introduce the characters are very, very helpful in college writing. So I hope you enjoy it. And it's a comedy, a story about young love, which I think on a cold winter day, we could all enjoy some comedy and some romance. Then I'll introduce to new vocabulary from the story, and we'll do a little bit of a round robin reading, I think, get through the first 4 paragraphs, and I'll introduce the homework. So that is the plan for today. Before we get moving, do we have any questions, any stories to share, any good news, anything exciting? Fatima, Julia, Claudia, Anthony, anything to share? Anybody get a new job? Anybody?
Teacher, morning.
Good morning, Anila. How you doing?
Good. Thank you. I have I think it's good news too, but sad
Great.
is that I cannot, attend the class. So I got a job, teacher. So
Oh, great. Great.
yeah.
So wait, so you cannot attend this class?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that is very sad. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, from next week. Yeah, because the timing
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. In morning class, morning
Yeah,
time, because I have kids. So when I drop the kids, so I have to go for the job. So
okay. I'll see what we can do.
yeah, I will continue, watching the recording class and doing homework. I will try my best, but
No, oh, that makes me, I'm so happy for you, but it makes me so sad. You know what's going to
yeah,
happen when you're not here?
yeah, same feeling
Wait.
for me.
This is what's going to happen when Anila's not here. Everybody get ready for this. Watch this. Anybody have any questions? You hear that silence? That's what's going to happen. Anila's not here. There's going to be a lot of silence and a lot of just staring at black screens when Anila's gone. And the birds, okay, you got to record the sound of your birds in the background or something. So when we think about you, we can hear that. So this semester, we haven't heard the birds. You must have moved them to another room in the apartment or something. Oh, Anila will miss you. Okay. But yes, so everybody, Anila's gone. If you're missing Anila, you've got to start making noise in her honor, just randomly turning on that microphone and speaking your mind.
Yeah, we miss you, Anila.
Her spirit, yes, absolutely. Okay, well, that's good news. Where are you working, Anila?
I talk to you, teacher. I love, kids. I have my own 4 kids. So I just started babysitter job.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Yes.
Good. Is it close to where you live?
Yes. Yeah. It's close.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I'll let everybody know. So yeah, you've
Sorry,
got to continue your
Anila.
education somehow.
teacher.
Yeah.
Can I say something, Anila? I'll miss you. I am Teen Anila.
Yes.
Exactly.
I miss you, Anila.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. Because I make, a lot of friends.
Yes, yes,
We are together from long time.
yes,
Been 1 year, I think we are together.
yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh yeah. But so Anila, you can still join in and commenting on the WhatsApp group. You can still watch the videos. You can, of course, you can still send me this beautiful writing and all that stuff. Actually, since you're leaving, Anila, is it okay if I show everybody your assignment that you turned in?
Yes, teacher. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
everybody,
don't know how is it, but
I'm not trying to show off, but Anila has actually improved incredibly in the past year. So notice she got 10 out of 10, and you'll see why. Here we go. I couldn't find a single thing wrong with this. So I was thinking, oh my goodness, she's writing solid paragraphs with no grammar mistakes at all. Like nothing wrong. So when I looked at this, I started thinking early this morning, I was looking at this. Can I find anything wrong with this? Nothing. Nothing. I was thinking,
thank you,
this
teacher.
woman
Yeah.
is ready for college right now. There's nothing wrong with this. So
Yeah, teacher, I improve a lot. I agree,
Wow.
with myself. Before I wasn't like that. I was doing a lot of mistake when I was
I
writing.
remember. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. But
Incredible.
I improving, not too much, but a little bit. I feel it.
Yeah, okay, maybe one little mistake, but not really a mistake. Okay, you could the Trump administration, maybe you could do like a lowercase t, but that's more of a subjective change. It's not really a grammar change. It makes for what you and then I third question, fourth question. I mean, I had to look twice to find anything I would suggest. There we go. So let's see. Let's start with question number 1. We'll start with Anila's answer to the question, and then we can share. I want to hear some other answers from other students. And Shalmata, yours was the last I graded. There's a few others that I didn't grade yet. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. So don't say, hey, teacher, you didn't leave me any comments. You didn't give me a score or anything. All right, don't worry, I didn't forget. Okay. So answer each of the questions below in complete sentences. First question, why were so many of the mansions empty? Anila, would you like to read your complex answer?
Because the Trump administration's cracked down on the Venezuelan government and put a bunch of people with ties to the Venezuelan governments under sanctions. And what that basically meant is that their area, all these rich people, some of them what
Government
happened?
officials.
Yeah, I thought I just did something.
No,
Government officials themselves who own luxury real estate in Florida, who are now under sanctions and cannot come to South Florida anymore. They cannot keep an eye on their houses. They are just empty.
Perfect. I can't see anything wrong with that. You use the new vocabulary. You made really complex sentences. Yes, this was a hard assignment and you did it perfectly. So what I'm going to do now is, so everybody can give maybe a hand clap emoji to Anila, just in her honor, because we're going to miss her.
Thank you, teacher.
I will, I'm going to go back to so here's an empty. Yeah, you see all the hand clap emojis there. So here's an empty worksheet. I want to hear from somebody else. Why were so many of the mansions empty? Who else wants to share? Share their answer to that question.
Me, teacher Clary.
Go for it, Claudia. Yes, your answer was excellent. I remember.
There were many empty mansions due to the government problem in Venezuela, and for that reason, many owners couldn't go to their properties, and they didn't know what was happening in their mansions.
Exactly. So yes, they were not allowed to come into the country. So Sandra, yes, I didn't grade yours yet. As Sandra, Letitia, Gracie, and Freertes, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Don't worry. Let's see. Yes, Claudia, this was your writing, everybody. So Claudia's was fabulous. Yes, excellent. Nice job. She's in the document right now.
Thank you, teacher.
I gave you a little comment. Nice work, Claudia Delca. And I know she's making the word count, just a few 30 to 40 words each. This is just about 31 words. Anila decided to write a book with her answers. It's fine. But this was exactly what I asked everybody to do. Just 30 to 40 words for each answer. So let's keep it moving. I'll go back to my slides now. And here we go. Okay. All right, does anybody else want to share what they wrote for question number 1? Negative. Okay, let's go to question number 2. Who did Carlos and Hennessy's recruit for that operation?
Hello. Good morning, teacher.
I hear a voice. I think that is.
They recruit a young woman. They basically look similar to the actual owner of the unit. She is also an immigrant from Venezuela.
Exactly, Shalmata. Very good. So yes, they found is anyone ever familiar with this? They've had to find lookalikes. Anybody familiar with that? They just recruited amongst the Venezuelan community in their area and found young women, also Venezuelan, and looked just like that person. So a similar accent, looks a bit like the person, could pass off with it, could use a fake passport and get away with it. Excellent job, Shamata. All right. Third question, how did Carlos and Hennessy's complete the property inspections? This was one of the more complicated questions that we went over last week. Who would like to share their answer? Who is Sonic? I see somebody's profile named Sonic.
It's me, teacher. Let me change. It's my
Who is
son,
it?
iPad, teacher. It's
Oh,
me,
no,
Monica.
that's no problem. But who is it?
It's my son, iPad. Let me change the
No.
name.
Oh, Monica. This is Monica.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, Monica. Yeah. Okay, cool. When you said it's me, I was trying to recognize the voice. That's Monica. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, Monica and Sonic the Hedgehog. What's your answer to question number 3? That's a hard one, I know. Julia, would you like to try this one? It's a tough one. Uh-oh.
Sorry, teacher, I don't do this.
No problem. Let's see. Fatima, would you like to share your answer?
Actually, I didn't do my homework.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. This was, I wanted to
I
go over
didn't
this to give
finish it.
everybody some help.
I didn't finish.
Frailties.
Yes,
Frailties, yes,
teacher.
no? Okay, go for it.
Here.
Okay, what's your answer?
My answer was they sent an email to the desk and basically say, hey, I am the owner of this apartment. I changed my phone number and my email address to the following. And that was the way they use is send the from information for they give the more information, you know.
Yes, yes. Excellent job. Excellent. Whoops. Excellent job, Frailties. Okay. Last question. What is unique about Florida real estate which allowed Carlos and Hennessy's to follow through with their plan? That was kind of the last question we had for discussion. Who wants to take this one? I saw Anila's hand up a little while ago. You want to share what you wrote for this one? Oh, yeah, sure. Just unmute yourself. Mhm.
Yes. The unique thing about Florida real estate, which allowed Carlos and Hennessy to follow through their plan, is that South Florida real estate works often people ask very few questions. Some shows up with the passport that matches the name on the deed. The apartment's very valuable. You can make a lot of money issuing a mortgage.
Yes, you're actually quoting the transcript right there, but yeah, it's a culture of people not asking questions in regards to lots of foreign money floating around, and people just generally don't ask questions about who's buying what and where that money comes from. So if you decide to leave America and go back to your country and make a lot of money as a corrupt politician, remember to come back to buy some property in Florida because they won't ask you any questions. Just kidding. But yes, if you didn't finish this assignment, very, very fascinating assignment. You can watch the video from last week to see all our great discussions. All right. Now we're going to play a game. This is Typhoon. Who remembers how to play? All right. So we'll have two teams. The Super Bowl is coming up. So I will, who knows which two teams are in the Super Bowl? The Kansas City Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs, and who knows the other team?
Detroit.
No, Philadelphia Eagles. So it's Philadelphia, Philly for short, Philly and Kansas City. So two American cities. All right. So one team will be Philadelphia, one team will be Kansas City. And the way we play the game, let me see. This will be the first time Julia's played this game. So Julia, don't worry, your friends, Julia, Claudidelka, Frailties, you've never played this game before. And everybody else, even though you've played the game before, it's okay because I know you forgot, so don't worry. Oh yes, Anthony, you've never played it either. So everybody, it's okay if you've played it before. I know you don't remember. So that's what makes my job fun. So here we go. All right. You want to make a sentence with one of these words. We've got indicted, pleaded, mortgage, victim, sanctions, recruit, inspection, accomplice, random, landscaping, scam, squatted, vividly, and elite. All these vocabulary words we learned last week, and you want to use it, use one of them in a complete sentence. Now, once you make a sentence with one of these words, you will choose a square. The squares have numbers at random, totally random. So let's say we've got, hang on one second. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Let's say we've got Andres will be first up for Kansas City.
It's actually the first time I say this game.
Perfect. Andres will be first up for Kansas City. Andres, let's say you are making a sentence with the word pleaded. You'll have 1 minute to make a sentence. I'll put a timer here in a second. And Andres says, Genesis Martusiniello pleaded guilty to most of the charges. And I say, great job, Andres. Andres, you choose a square. You could choose 3A, you could choose 1C, you could choose 2B. The numbers are random. Let's say you choose 1D. 1D has 100. Nice job. Kansas City has 100 points on the scoreboard. And then next up, we've got Fatima. Fatima has played the game before. Fatima, do you remember how to play?
Yes, I know.
Oh, beautiful. So Fatima will make a sentence with the word scam. Fatima, give us a sentence with the word scam, please.
Okay. A lot of scam call me every day from different numbers.
Beautiful. So then Fatima chooses 1B. 1B is -50. Oh no, oh no. So we'll put a -50 here. And then next up, maybe we have Julia for Kansas City. And Julia, I give you the word vividly. And Julia says, I vividly remember watching my favorite movie, whatever. And then I say, great job, Julia. Please choose a square. Julia chooses 2C, and 2C has one of these. Who remembers what this is? So now this is like the game Uno. Now that -50 moves to Kansas City, and that 100 moves to Philly. So you never know where the numbers are on the scoreboard, and anything could change at any time. So I'm going to write down the numbers, 16 squares, write down the numbers at random. Everybody else, study these words. Any words you don't know up on the screen, study them, be ready. If I call on you, try to make a complete sentence. Okay, take about a minute to prepare. I'm gonna add the timer. All right, here we go. So we got the vocabulary. We've got a blank scoreboard. I'm going to put the numbers in right now, and the numbers are totally random, totally random. Okay, let's do this. All right, so first up, let's start with Philly. Who would like to go first for Philly? Doris, you ready?
Almost, teacher.
Okay. So Doris will go first for Philly, and for Kansas City, Gracie, you'll be up first for Kansas City. Sound good? Okay. So Doris, this is going to be very easy. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to start off everybody with a simple word. Here we go. Doris, please make a sentence with mortgage. Please make a sentence with the word mortgage.
Oh, mortgage.
Yep. And if anybody wants to help her, go ahead. Just say, I need some help.
I think about the victim. I do victim.
Whoop. Say it
When
again.
you
Let me see.
Make a sentence with the word mortgage.
want help,
Yes.
like when you buy a house,
Yes.
you're gonna pay like monthly. This is the mortgage. You can make a sentence with it.
Go for it. Yep. 40 seconds.
I buy my first house, and next month I need to pay my mortgage. My first.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You did it. All right. Now, just for everybody, I put a bomb here just for fun. I'll show you what it looks like. If it takes more than a minute, this is what happens. Mortgage. How do I make a sentence with mortgage? Boom. So, but Doris, you were well under time. No problem.
Okay.
No problem. So, good job, Doris. Which square do you choose?
Fatima.
Any square you want, Doris. 3B.
Vocabulary.
2A.
I didn't understand, teacher. The vocabulary.
Choose a square. Choose one square.
Oh,
Please.
okay. D.
1D, 2D, 3D, or 4D?
3D.
3D, and that is 80. Okay, so 80 points on the board for Philly. Let's see. Anybody? Let's see. Gracie will be next for Kansas City. Who wants to go next for Philadelphia?
Me,
Who is me?
Andres.
Andres. Okay. Okay. Gracie, please make a sentence with a word elite. Please make a sentence with the word elite. And you can ask for help. Anybody want to help? Gracie, go for it.
The Venezuelan government elite can travel to Florida.
Perfect. Can't
Yes.
travel to Florida. Where I just lost my slide there. Excellent job. Okay, good job. Which square would you like?
B1.
B1, the letter B. 30 points. All right, so next up is Andres. Who wants to go next for Team Kansas City? How
Okay,
about
me, Fatima.
Fatima? All right, here we go. All right. Okay, Andres, I'm going to give you this word. Whoops, I keep bouncing off. All right. Here's your slide. I'm sorry, here's your word. Recruit. Please make a sentence with the word recruit.
I want to play basketball with my friends, but we need to recruit 5 more people to complete the team.
Very good. Sounded almost too easy. All right. Which square do you choose? Two C, 4A, 1D, whatever you like. Andres,
I'm sorry, what you say?
please choose a square.
A square. D.
D1, D2, D4.
D2.
D2, and that is minus 10. Here we go. So we've got 70 for Philly. Philly's still in the lead. Okay. I just accidentally erased those two names. That was Doris and Andres. Okay, next up. Who wants to go for Kansas City?
Can I?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, Fatima, you already were next. Yes,
No,
who wants
that's
to go
okay.
next for Philly?
Mama, I'm scared.
Let's have Frailties. Frailties. Frailties, I forgot the end. Hold on a second. Frailties. Frailties. Okay, Fatima, please make a sentence with the word sanctions.
Hello.
Sanctions. Okay. Sanctions.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, young man.
Sanctions. Oh, I need help. Someone help me.
Sanctions, who can help? Oh, I forgot to put the timer on there. Okay, Fatima needs help. Help her with the word sanctions. Anybody? Good job
Fatima,
asking for help. Come on, help out.
teacher.
Help her out. Give her the answer.
Can I help? Yeah. The
Yes.
Trump administration sanctions to not for the Venezuelan people.
I think I got it. Thank you, Anila.
Maybe, yeah.
I get sanctioned because I forget to renew my driver license. I got it or no?
It works as a complete sentence, but you wouldn't get sanctioned for not renewing your driver's license. Sanctions means sanctions are like one country to another country, but that's really funny.
Okay.
That would be really funny. I got sanctioned by the government. Why? I didn't renew my driver's license.
Okay,
So
I
like,
need to make a new
so like
sentence.
sanctions, we think of countries like Russia, Venezuela, Iran,
Okay.
Cuba, don't do business with this country. Don't let this person in the country. It's like at a government level. But that just made me laugh. Like I didn't renew my driver's license, so I got sanctioned. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't, why were you making a nuclear weapon? No, I didn't renew my driver's license. I didn't return my library book, so I got sanctioned. Okay,
Okay.
all right, good job, Fatima. And nice job helping her out. Anila,
Thank
what
you,
would you like
Anila.
to choose there?
For square.
Yes, which square?
3C.
3C. And that's going to be, all right, this is a game changer. Get ready. Minus 100.
Wow.
But don't worry. Don't worry.
I know.
Everything changes.
You
Everything
never know.
changes. Never know. That is right. So that is going to be minus 30 and 30. I keep erasing these names on the left side. I'm going to write it farther away. Okay. Doris. Friend, E-R-T-Y-S. There we go. Frenities, your turn. Let's please make a sentence with the word random.
Random.
And I'll start the timer. If you need help, just ask for help from your
Yes.
classmates.
I don't like to play in casino because
Play in a casino, right?
play in casinos, yes, because
It sounded like you said pray.
I have problem with
I think
that
everybody
word,
prays
teacher.
in a casino, probably more
No,
than church, because that's where you lose more money. You lose a lot of money in church, you lose more money in a casino. But anyway, they're very similar. I just realized.
I have problem with that word, teacher. I
You
confused.
go to church and they say, here, put your money in here. You go to casino and they say, put your money in here, and everything lights up. Okay, so same thing.
No.
Right?
It's play games.
Yeah, sorry, I just started thinking about that. Okay.
Yes, I don't
So-
like to play and play in
Play,
casino
yes.
because I think that games are random.
Can I help, Frankie?
Close enough, close enough, close enough. That was my fault. I was messing with her, but it was close enough, close enough.
Okay, teacher. No.
Yeah. Okay, close enough. All right. I love it when the bomb went off. Okay. So, which
Oh,
square
I
would
have
you like?
another one. I have
Okay.
another one.
You got another one.
Let me see.
You
Yes,
only get one square, but you go ahead, give it to us.
that business. No, that business is
Mhm.
like you play random or you do something random. Or I lost with that.
Random. Okay, sure. It works. Do something at random. Random means at no order. Like I'm calling people's names at random right now. I'm just looking at all the names and I'm calling students at random. All right. Please choose a square.
A1.
A1, and that will be, oh, very exciting.
The sentence
See,
is not good.
everything can change, ladies and gentlemen. Everything can change. Everything can and will change. There
The
we go.
sentence wasn't good, but the score is good.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to I'm writing the names of everyone for Philly up here because I keep erasing them by accident. Anyway. All right, so let's get a new contestant here for Kansas City. Who have we not heard from? Clary, would you like to try? Or Ayano, or anybody? I don't like to force people. Ayano, you got a big smile. You want to try?
Yes, can I?
Okay, Ayano, let's see. All right, so here we go. Ayano, you are on the same team as Gracie and Fatima. So if you need help, say, Gracie, Fatima, help me. Okay. Let's make a sentence with the word inspection. Right down here, inspection.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
You want help?
The cars have to be inspection once a year.
Oh yeah, you can say the cars need an inspection once a year or be inspected every year. Good, good job. You did it. Nice job. So no bomb. All right. Which square do you choose?
C2.
C2. There we go. And for Ayano, that will be, let's see, minus 30 plus 50, 20. Close game so far. Okay, who would like to go next on Team Philly? Who has not gone? We could choose Anila, we could choose Anthony, Julia, Shamara, Leticia, Monica, or Bibiana. Who would like to join for Philly? Or I will choose at random. Anila, I see your hand up. Very good. Okay, Anila. All right, here we go. I will give you the word indicted. Excuse me, indicted.
Carlos and Hernandez was indicted in the
Excuse me.
in a big crime.
Sure, that works.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. And which square do you choose?
I will go
I hear
3.
the birds. There are your birds.
Yeah. 3B, teacher.
3B. And that's, oh, I should look at, oh my goodness. Wow. The game is getting interesting now. 100. So that's 130. Now we got Phillies off to a big lead, but everything can change. Okay. Let's get the next contestant for, oh, keep bouncing my slides there. Next contestant for Kansas City. How about Shamara?
Okay.
Shamara,
I will
please.
try.
You can do it. You can do it. Please make a sentence with the word accomplice. Accomplice.
My God. I need help.
Gracie, Fatima, Ayano,
teacher.
Shamara needs your help.
Ah.
Oh,
Accomplice.
The women, the Venezuelan women are were accomplice the Genesis and Carlos.
Okay.
sure. They were accomplices of Genesis and Carlos's crime. There you go. There you go. All right. Next up, oh, and Shamara, which square do you choose?
For C.
4C, and we got 40. So now Kansas City is up to 60 points. Okay. Next contestant, Anthony, Julia, Claudia, who wants to go next for Team Philly?
Claudia,
Leticia.
teacher.
Okay, Claudia, you got it. Claudia Delca, here we go. All right, Claudia, I'll give you the word scam. Scam. Please make a sentence with the word scam.
Yeah. Teacher, I think somebody else used that word when somebody say every time I receive call.
Oh yeah, that was just
scam
practice. That was practice.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that
I'm
was
sorry.
just no problem. No problem. I'll start over with the timer. Scam.
Scam. Yesterday I received a email scam.
Perfect. All right. Was it a prince? Was it a prince in Nigeria?
Huh?
Was it a prince in Nigeria who's going to send you a lot of money and he just needs your bank account information? I know that guy. I'm still waiting for that money. Where is it? Okay. Here we go.
Let me choose A2.
A2. All right. And that is minus 50. So Philly is at 80 points. Okay. Next up. Let's go to, okay, Shamara. Anthony, would you like to try?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So Anthony, you're on you're on Kansas City, same team as Gracie, Fatima, Ayano, and Shamara. All right, here we go. And I think we could keep it at this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 5, unless anybody else wants to try who hasn't tried. Okay. Anthony, please make a sentence with the word victim.
Okay, teacher. The last week, I was victim to a robbery.
I'm so sorry. Hope they didn't take anything important. Which square would you like to choose?
A4.
A4. Anthony, were you actually a victim to a robbery?
Nah, that's
Okay,
not
good,
true.
good. Okay. All right. A4. All right. And that's
But teacher,
30.
the last summer, I was victim to a robbery.
Oh my goodness. Did you report it?
Yes, because they robbed me my motorcycle.
Was this here in Boston?
Yeah, in Boston.
Did you ever get it back?
No, I never found it.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so 30 plus 90. That is, I'm sorry, 30 plus 60 is 90. Okay. Wow, close game, close game. All right. So anybody else want to play who's not in the game? Let me know now. Otherwise, I'll keep the teams as they are. Okay. Oh, Julia. Okay, Julia, I'll put you right here on Philly. Okay,
Yeah.
Julia. Please make a sentence with the word vividly.
Okay. She wanted to buy a vividly house with big flowers on the facade.
You would say buy a vivid house, or you could say a vividly colored house or something like that. So it's an adverb. Yeah. No, not bad. All right. Good work, Julia. Where would you like to go?
1D.
1D is 30. Okay. And now Philly is up to 110. Okay, let's keep it moving. And we've got pleated landscaping and squatted. Here we go. Back to, oh, anybody else want to join in the game who's not in? Okay, back to Gracie. Gracie, please make a sentence with the word landscaping. Landscaping.
The landscaping of the houses was ugly.
Sure. The landscaping around the house was very ugly. Perfect.
Yes.
Good work. Good work. Okay.
I'm sorry,
All right.
teacher. Very what?
Ugly.
It
She
was
said
ugly.
ugly. She said it was very ugly. All right. Let's see. Yes. Which square do you choose?
D, 4D.
4D is 20 points. All right. Landscaping. Okay, we got squatted and pleated. And we got 2 more spots open. Here we go. It's tied up. Very exciting. Okay, so we are back to Doris. Doris, please make a sentence with the word squatted. And if you don't remember, you can ask others on your team. Squatted. Remember, Catherine, the accomplice, squatted at the condo in the Four Seasons.
Squatted. Now I can squat it on in the dream.
So not quite sure what you mean by that. Help her out. Squatted. It has to be a physical place. You can't squat in a dream.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe, yeah. If you're dreaming, it's yours. You don't need to squat. Okay, well, you got a team. Nobody's helping Doris. Squatted. Come on.
The woman was squatting in her house.
Perfect. Doris, go
Teacher,
for it.
say I can't squat it on the gym because I'm in a wheelchair. That's why I.
Oh no, that's the other type of squatted. It does
Oh.
not mean the physical movement. It means occupying something.
Oh, okay, okay,
As in the context of the story.
okay.
My friend squatted next to the fire or beside the fire, teacher.
No. That's a different context. Different context from. It's a homonym. We've got the same word, the same spelling, but the different meaning. What was the word squatted? We're talking about property.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what is it? Who remembers the word squatted? Because when you're there, they walked into these people's homes and just decided to live there. That's called squatting.
They are hiding.
Okay. Just like invasion. Oh.
Right. Let's say you go on vacation, you come back and you realize, and you see somebody sitting on your couch watching your TV, and they're like, "Oh, hi, is this your house? Oh, I've been living here for 2 weeks." That's squatting.
Random people squatted in someone else's house.
Okay, Doris, you can do it. You can do it, Doris. 30 seconds. Go for it.
I got something.
Okay.
If you want me to help.
Yeah. Okay.
Time is running out. Go for it, Doris.
Unknown people who squatted the empty house in the corner.
Okay. I came to vacation and I go to my house. I squat. People squatting me. I can go into my house.
Okay, good. We got 3 seconds. Good job. Okay, Doris, where do you choose?
For C.
4C is already taken. You've only got 4 choices.
Of 1C.
1C, that is minus 20. All right, there we go.
Oh my God.
And now we're at 90. Okay. Gracie, your turn. Please make a sentence with the word pleaded. Pleaded.
Hennessy split for the mortgage loan.
No, remember that we're talking about in court. You can plead guilty, plead innocent, plead no contest.
Okay. Hennessy split to be absolved.
Absolved. Okay, sure.
Yes.
That makes sense. All right. And I'm gonna erase. We can start all over with these vocab words here. Let's see who wins. Okay. Hennessy's pleaded to be absolved. Okay. Lots of vocabulary there. Which one do you choose? You have 3 choices: 2B, 3A, and 4B.
4B.
4B is 40. So now Kansas City is up to 150. Okay, Andres, back to you, my friend. We're starting all over. Let's go with sanctions. Please make a sentence with the word sanctions. Andres.
What was the meaning of sanctions? Like when some people like they're not allowed to do something, right?
Doris, Fraertes, Anila, Claudia, Julia, help Andres, please.
In 2019, the Venezuelan people were under the sanctions.
Perfect. I'll put a little more time on the clock for you, just like I did with Doris. Okay, go for it.
Bad action can give you sanctions for. Oh, wait, no. Let me do something else. If you break the law, you can get sanctions.
Sure, you can be sanctioned. Yeah, sure. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, and it's usually like a very serious, like international law, something like that. Okay. You have 2 choices, 3A or 2B. Which one do you choose?
3A.
3A. And 3A, that is 20. All right, so there we go. Philly is up to 110. If 2B is a negative, Philly might win. If not, Kansas City will win. What is going to happen? It's all down to, wait, who's next? Fatima or Gracie?
I don't know. Maybe I can go. That's okay.
Okay, yeah, I think that was, okay, Fatima, please make a sentence with the word indicted.
Indicted. Okay. Is his name in the indicted people? No.
It's a little confusing.
Carlos. Okay, let me. Carlos is
Gracie,
his name.
Ayano, Shamara, Anthony can all help you.
Carlos. His name is from the list from.
Can I help? I think.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the responsible of the crime was indicted.
Well, indicted means what?
That was like
It's to be charged with a crime after you're
yes.
arrested. Try it again. So Carlos was indicted with
For the crime.
Carlos is Carlos indicted because he stole money.
Sure, that works. Okay. And here we go, here we go. All right, does everybody see, can everybody see what the what that square is? It's a very exciting ending to the game. Here it is. That's actually what I put there. At random. Okay, so now Kansas City is 110, Philly is 150. Okay, there we go. So the winner, Philly. All right. Good job, everybody.
We're going to the man.
That's right. So let's take a break. I'm going to put the timer on. Everybody can go grab a cup of coffee. Take a break, everybody. See you in 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
or Zoom recording.
This meeting is being recorded.
Yes, it is. Homeroom.
Homeroom.
Scowl.
Scowl.
Lingered.
Lingered.
Novel.
Novel.
Loudspeaker.
Broken it.
Loudspeaker.
Okay, so those are the first vocabulary words I'm going to introduce now. Does anybody know any of these words?
I do know most of them.
No.
Novel, homeroom teacher, I know, loudspeaker.
I'm going to ask one of you to explain this word because it's a geographic location. Julia, would you please tell us all what is this word?
In the Russian region, it's like mountain.
Yes.
It's
a, yeah.
It's like location with mountain in Russian region. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a part of Russia. Now now, Julia, is it a part of Russia that has lots and lots of people in lots of big cities, or few people and it's very spread out and rural?
There live few people because it's very a bad climate for the people, and it's like stallion place.
Yes, excellent. So in Russia, Siberia, I've been on the Siberian border in Harbin, China, province of Heilongjiang, China. It was the coldest place I've ever been to. So it's a part of Eastern Russia that has few people, very rural, and very, 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 very cold. So in the days of Stalin, if you got into if you challenged the authority of the government, Stalin could just make you disappear and you'd be sent to a work camp. They were called gulags, and you'd go to Siberia. So a lot of people who grew up in that time in the Soviet Union know the word Siberia not just as a geographic location, but the place you didn't want to go if you got in trouble with the government. So there's the word Siberia, it's like being cast away from society in that sense. So it is a physical geographic location, but the way it's used in a lot of languages, this place to be sent away in the context of the last century, the 20th century. So that's the first one, a place in Russia, Eastern Russia, very cold. Who knows this word?
It's like a bad mood.
Can you turn your camera on and try to give us a scowl? Scowl. Give us like a dirty look. Give us a scowl, Gracie, a dirty look. Everybody can practice.
It's like
what Gracie's doing. Gracie's like this.
It's like a bad mood. I'm angry or something like that.
It's like giving somebody a dirty look like this. Right. So scowl. Yep. Let's see, Doris, I bet you know the word catechism.
I know, but I don't, because I made it when I was young.
Right.
Yes.
So the word catechism, it looks like what denomination?
Yes, studying about religion, Catholic.
Yeah, Catholics, when they're young, it's kind of like Hebrew school or Sunday school for Protestants. They go to catechism. So it's like a religious education for when you're young, if you're Catholic.
they go to catechism. And the image of people who were in catechism is there was a nun teaching people, you know, this, that, and the other stories from the Bible. So Siberia, catechism, scowling. And let's look at homeroom. If you didn't go to school in America as a young person, it's probably hard to know what a homeroom is. But those of you who have kids in school might know.
Yeah.
What's a homeroom, Gracie?
It's the place where you take classes every day. Is
Yes. So the well, it's not really where you take the classes, it's where you show up for attendance. So like when you go to high school and middle school, they have a homeroom, and the homeroom teacher just takes attendance and gives announcements.
Yes.
So they say who's here today, and they put the attendance into the system, and then you go, and then the bell rings and you go to your first class. The homeroom is that first place you go in the morning. So let's stop right there, and I'm going to show everybody a picture. Whoops. Okay, so the question I gave everybody before breakout rooms is, if you are admiring someone from afar, you have feelings for another person, in your culture, the way you get their attention would be different from another culture. So we shared some interesting stories about how the customs for getting someone's attention. And that's what we talked about. So this story, it's set in California, in an American middle school. And there is a young boy, and he is madly in love with this girl, and he has no idea how to get her attention. And he tries to impress her, and it becomes great comedy. So we're going to begin by, and you're going to see these 4 vocabulary words: catechism, Siberia, homeroom, and scowl. And this is the question I want everyone to keep in mind. Okay. And I'll give you this question now, and I'm going to begin the next class on Thursday with the same question. Why do the boys in the story begin to scowl at girls they see in the hallway? So these boys, they get a hold of a GQ magazine. This is Gentleman's Quarterly. GQ is, in this country, it's the magazine where you always see the handsome movie star on the cover. And if you are a young man and you are becoming of age, where your hormones are raging and you want to be noticed, this is oftentimes in American culture, the message that you receive as a young man about how a man is supposed to look, how a man is supposed to be attractive. So who can tell me, he's a good looking guy, he's a good looking guy, he's a good looking guy? Which one of them is smiling?
No one.
No one, exactly. Right. So the story takes place where you have these young men these young boys, they're soon to be men, who are getting this message from a popular culture about how men are supposed to look if they want to be admired. And you can imagine, they start giving all the girls in the school very strange looks. So that's how the story is going to begin. Here we go. I just posted on Google Classroom the assignment, and I'll open it right now. And there's a typo. I'm going to show you on Google Classroom. There we go. Typo. Yeah, get out of there. I have too many tabs open here. Okay, there it is. I just posted it. This is the new assignment. And a week from now, I'll give you a short writing assignment, just a paragraph. But you open up the PDF file, and this is put together from a library. And I think it might have been a formatting issue, but there in the first paragraph, there's a typo. A typo is a little mistake. I'm going to give everybody a minute. Who can find the mistake in this?
In baseball, in other stuff.
No. So this was actually published as a book of short stories, a small publication, but there's a big mistake in the spelling of a word. Who can find it?
On the first of all? Or no, sorry.
It's the name of a country, actually.
I go so far.
It's okay. Who can try it? Yeah.
Okay. French.
Yeah.
With C,
Look at this. This is the
France.
mistake.
yeah.
Right there.
With F. Okay.
France, France. I think it was the person who, when this was copied, that it was formatted from maybe one software to another, and the F turned into a P. I don't know, but it's pretty funny. I like to show this and see who can find the mistake. But it's France, France, not France. Exactly, and your son thinks it's funny too. But there we go. So there we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to read the first paragraph, and we're going to think about what background information do we know about Victor? So Victor is this young boy, and it's set in Fresno, California. And that's kind of like a couple hours away from San Francisco, north of LA, south of San Francisco. Not a big city, but like a kind of a blue collar town, working class town. Here we go. Who would like to read the first paragraph? Volunteer?
Me.
Doris, go for it.
On the first day of school, Victor stood in line half an hour before he came to a wobbly card table. Wobbly card table. He was handed a packet of paper and a computer card on which he listened his one elective French. He already spoke Spanish and English, but thought someday he might travel to France, where it was cool, not like Fresno, where summer days reach
It's okay, 110 degrees.
110 degrees in the shade. There were rivers in France and huge church and fair-skinned people everywhere. The way there were brown people all around Victor. Oh, okay. Oh my God.
So the reason I like this version of the story is because in the margins you have some questions to think. And I like this question: what background information do we learn about Victor in the opening paragraph? Fatima,
Mama.
what is the image in Victor's mind about France and French people? I'm asking you because you're from a place that's not too far from France.
Yeah.
Is he right about his fantasy about France?
Yeah, so a little bit close.
Well, he says that everywhere in France, there are rivers and huge churches and fair-skinned people. Fair-skinned people means all white people.
Coffee.
Maybe.
It's a little bit inaccurate, or a lot inaccurate.
Yeah,
take a look at if anybody was watching the World Cup, how many white people did you see on that team?
One.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly. So so yeah, the idea that he's an American kid. He's in a Mexican American neighborhood, so he speaks French and English, and he has this fantasy that everyone in France is white, and that there's all these pretty crystal clean rivers and beautiful imaginary, church. He has a total fantasy in his head about France. Where is he getting all this information from? Let's find out. Who would like to? And here's where the fantasy comes from. Who wants to read paragraph 2?
Can I?
Sure.
Besides Teresa, a girl he had liked since they were in the culture?
Catechism. There's a vocabulary word, catechism.
Catechism classes at Saint Teresa, was taking French with any luck, they will be in the same class. Teresa is going to be my girl this year. He promised himself as he left the gym full of students in their new fall clothes. She was cute and good in math too. Victor thought as he walked down the hall to his homeroom, he ran into his friend Michael Torres by the water fountain that never turned off.
Very good. Now, this is a this is a writing technique called rising action. We already have a conflict. So this kid, he's a young kid. He speaks Spanish. Okay, he speaks English. What kind of kid in 7th grade wants to learn a third language? A kid who is madly in love with Teresa. He's decided to learn French so he could possibly end up in the same class as Teresa. Oh my goodness. See, you want to learn a language? Follow your heart. There we go. So it's called rising action. Now we are, as the reader, we know, is he going to get to be in the same class with Teresa? If he is he going to be noticed by her? And while they're both stumbling around to learn this language that nobody speaks around them, is he going to get her to like him? So that's the story. He wants to somehow be in the presence of Teresa and get noticed. How is it going to happen? Now, the question I asked a little while ago is the scowl. So why do the boys in the story begin to scowl at girls they see in the hallway? See in the 3rd paragraph. I'll read this part and I'll do a little pantomime to show what this means. Some of this is colloquial West Coast Americans, like Spanglish. So Spanish you would not hear in this part of the country. They shook hands Raza style, jerked their heads at one another. Saludo de vato. How come you making a face, Ese? Asked Victor. I ain't making a face, Ese. This is my face. Michael said his face changed during the summer. He had read a GQ magazine that his older brother had borrowed from the bookmobile and noticed that the male models all had the same look on their faces. They would stand, one arm around a beautiful woman, and scowl. They would sit in the pool, their rippled stomachs dark with shadow, and scowl. They would sit at dinner tables, cold drinks in their hands, and scowl.
We think that. So funny.
I think it works, Michael said. He scowled and let his upper lip quiver. His teeth showed along with the ferocity of his soul. Belinda Reyes walked by a while ago and looked at me, he said. I'll stop right there. So imagine 2 boys in 7th grade, and they're trying to be noticed by the girls. And this is what they're trying to look like. So they're just making faces at all the girls they see. I'll leave you with that. Okay, we got plenty of time to read the rest of the story, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Okay, teacher.
Yes.
Maybe when you have a time, please call me or just send me a message. I wanna talk.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.